Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls have just added a much needed depth to their wing position with former Auburn and Cleveland Cavalier wing Isaac Okoro. Now in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Okoro and what he adds to the team. Former number 5 overall pick back in 2020. This is a guy that's been pretty reliable from downtown. This past season, shot about 37% from 3 in 2023-24, shot 39% from 3, and then shot 36% and 35% from 3 as well. This is a guy that can shoot the 3 ball relatively well and is a very good defender. However, outside of that 3 and D kind of game that he adds, there's not much more versatility or another dynamic after that, which is okay. Sometimes all you need in a player is 3 and D ability. Now he does add that, and that is something that I like about his game. Now again, we're gonna break down some film. I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you think about him. Now obviously you trade Lonzo Ball to get him. Maybe Patrick Williams gets traded. Is that a signifier of that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family for more Bulls updates. I think I'm going to post a Bulls video in the next couple of days with their rookie class. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into Okoro. Explore what he has to offer to this team. So again, he's not going to be someone that's utilized in too many plays. But where he thrives the most is off the weak side pick and roll. Right, so what do I mean that? Okay, so in this play, he's going to be on the strong side. We set that screen, we break down here, right? We're trying to get this defense of the Celtics to kind of rotate over. As they start to rotate over, look at Okoro's man, right? Horford's dropping back to protect that paint from Darius Garland, and they kind of just leave Isaac Okoro open for a minute, and with that separation, he's got the ability to just take those threes. So again, when you look at the Chicago Bulls and the way they play, you see a lot of Kobe White, you see a lot of Josh Giddey, right? And the reason I love this is because those guys generate a lot of attention, okay? Those guys generate a lot of double teams, which is why I believe that in Chicago, he's going to be able to get a lot of these plays. Now, the Cavs utilized him a good amount in his career, averaged about 9.4 points per game the year before last year, but then they traded for DeAndre Hunter, which really put a wrench in his playing time, if you want to say, right? But we know at the end of the day, this guy can hit some shots, and he can play some really good defense. I am all in on Isaac Okoro if he's being that, role player in the corner, and every team needs a guy like him. You do. He's scrappy defensively, and he'll do what it takes to win games. They just had a lot of depth last year. Here's another one in transition. If you don't cover him, he will make you pay. So again, I do like Isaac Okoro a lot for the Chicago Bulls team, specifically because the ability of Kobe White and Josh Giddey are going to be able to find this guy open a ton next season. I think he's going to play 25 minutes a game, depending on what their depth chart looks like. I get it. They have Patrick Williams and a couple of other wings that they do like for the most part. But I think he's going to come in right away and add a lot of versatility to this team. By versatility, I just mean the 3 and D ability, right? They don't have too many guys that can really hammer that down. He can. Okay, here's another play in transition. As we bring the ball up, look at Garland, look up at the basket, draw this strong side defense over just a little bit. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Isaac Okoro, man. Again, he is the back door wide open, but he's got that confidence level from behind the arc that he's like, hey, listen, I want to take these threes. I don't care where I am. Give me these threes. I will knock them down. And man, if he can just get a little bit better from behind the arc, this guy's going to be a deadly addition for this Chicago Bulls team. I'm telling you, if we go back and look at Josh Giddey highlights, you're going to be able to just tell how many guys he's able to get open just from his ability to drive into the lane. So here's a play that maybe we haven't seen a little bit. So we've seen him take some threes. Let's see him in the post here against Jordan Poole, right? Has the mismatch, good move. That's contact. That's an and-one. Great job finishing through contact. So looks like he can also, work his way through a mismatch. Right here, Jordan Poole, you see the defense start to rotate over a little bit, but they just simply can't. Then he finishes through contact. Great job there by Isaac Okoro. And before we get any further into this video, guys, do me a big favor, hit the like button if you want more Chicago Bulls videos. Like I said, if you want me to break down the draft class and how those guys will fit within this team, comment down below P2 in the comments down below. More importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are new, it is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be breaking down Chicago Bulls highlights and film throughout the entirety of the season, the offseason, everything. Summer League, we got you guys covered. Join the family. Turn on post notifications if you haven't already done so yet. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into more of the video and break down a little bit more film before we head out of here. Okay, so here's an interesting play. It looks like they're going to start off with a double drag, essentially just a double screen back to back. And as they set this thing, look at the movement off ball, right? We send him to the corner. We get him showing to the ball. And we're going to try to get our big men out of this perimeter, right? So we roll Jared Allen to the basket. And then look at this. As they fall asleep, we get a stop and pop three. Great job once again. Look at Michael Porter. He is very focused on the rolling big in Jared Allen, and he understands that Christian Brown's got to be over to Evan Mobley, because if he falls too far on Jared Allen, they get an open three here, right? So he falls a little bit asleep here. He's guarding Darius Garland, and boom, no one is really guarding Isaac Okoro, who slips behind the defense. And again, I love the no hesitation. I need a guy that's going to be confident shooting that three ball. Now, the one real big downside to Isaac Okoro, I would say, is his free throw percentage. It's not very good, and it is something that he needs to improve on. Shot about 71% this year, 68% last year, 75%, 78%, or 77%, excuse me. So he has shown flashes of being a solid free throw shooter, but it seems like it's just going down and down every single year of his career. So he definitely has to figure that out. He's also averaged about 2.8 rebounds per game and 1.6 assists per game throughout his career thus far, with about 26 minutes per game. Now here's another one. High pick and roll. We get that screen. We come down. We try to get this big to rotate over. And when that big rotates over and we maybe get leverage over him, you're going to see weak side rotation from the defense. It happens every single time. Right, we drive into the lane, weak side crumbles in, and then boom, swing pass to the corner, stop and pop, no hesitation. Every time he shoots a three, there's no hesitation. And again, that is something you need in a player. You need the confidence. You need that to be at a good spot. You know, come off another screen here. Once again, you see the weak side rotation already. Does the same exact thing. Another one. Another one. Again, he doesn't need to have the ball in his hands, and that's a great thing to have, right? Lonzo, GIDDEY, Kobe White, those guys need the ball in their hands to be successful. I do think Lonzo will be a good fit over here as well, more of a defender compared to Garland. I think this is a great trade.